So, what did you say, Ken? What's your drink of choice?
Right now, it's Bombay Sapphire Gin. Got to keep it sharp, together with ginger ale.
Mm.
Yeah.
And what did you get, Eric?
I am in the deciding mode. I gotta switch out my things. It's one of these two. Oh, I need to unscrew up my screen. But it's one of these two. Is it absinthe or is it Jameson? And there's this whole green fairy thing that seems very.
The green fairy seems right because we're in this kind of fairy world, but Jameson feels thematically correct because we're in Magnetia.
Magnetia, which is Ireland.
Maybe you should mix.
I should. Oh.
No.
Well, maybe that's for later.
A taste sensation that shouldn't have happened.
Ken, this one should be familiar to you.
Yes.
It's kind of the go-to, and when I run out of creativity, Woodford Reserve.
That's good. Hey, well, but it's that makes the creativity come.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to transition from this to we went to Park City this last weekend, had a great time, and I picked up a bottle of Rendezvous Rye from High West.
Oh,
that's good stuff.
They got one. What's the Prairie?
Yeah, Prairie. Yeah.
The
Prairie is
right.
Probably the best of them.
That was my favorite one. We did a flight of them up there. I guess it's been pre-pandemic, but that was my favorite of the whole flight. It had a bite to it.
Yes.
Without being like a rye squint.
See, so I'm the thing I love about. So I got an old fashioned, and they use their Rendezvous Rye in their old fashions, and I'm like, this is so good. So I'm like, it's a small batch. So I'm like, I'm going to give that one a try. So I'll be cracking it open, I'm sure, tonight.
Cracking
it open. And John will be enjoying death. Lots of death.
John is enjoying his Alabama champagne.
Oh, yeah.
Sweet.
Little PBR for those of you who can't read.
Yeah.
That's right. Everyone thinks it's champagne.
It's very bubbly.
Wow, my dad really liked champagne.
He was a class act. He was constantly launching ships.
Every time I smash a beer can against the hull of a ship, that's it.
Did anybody use their hero point at all yesterday? Maybe one person?
I did. I tried to re-roll something.
That's right. Okay.
Bjorn tried and failed.
That's right.
His driving.
Oh, the driving. Yeah.
Rolled a 2 and then rolled a 3.
It was better. There
was improvement.
It was better.
I hate to say it, Ken, but it doesn't count.
No.
We can talk about how for hero points they work for you, they don't work for everybody.
You have to whisper to them. You have to say, "Baby, I love you."
Baby.
5? What is that?
See? I'm gonna go put away.
It real. It's just working it out.
Yeah. I guess that's what we all tell ourselves.
But my old friends in the A10, they came out with this brand new shirt, which I thought, since we're going to be gunning it, I better go ugly early, like they say, and bring on the A10.
You're bringing your warthog to the party, huh?
Bringing the warthog to the fight.
You may need it.
I think Bjorn is holding the warthog known as Excalibur.
Yeah. Well, he's got 2 warthogs. Personally, I think I need to relieve him of one of those, but I don't know.
That's only after he's dead.
Yeah, that's really cold dead.
Because it won't take very long.
That's right. In the meantime, by all means, try to take a weapon away from the Berserking Viking.
I've tried to stop him.
Yes.
Just stop him and see what happens.
That worked out well for you.
Mm-hmm. Kiss the ground.
That's because he has a very special superpower. It's called fuck around and see what happens.
See what
What
happens.
the hell?
You gotta throw down. You gotta fight. Let's see what happens.
So the other thing I had to share. So I got this. You know how you do the Nerf guns. I got this one for my daughter years ago, and so it's got the revolving action. And then I noticed it has an R. I don't know why it has an R.
Yeah, because Robyn needs to be represented even in her toys.
Apparently, yeah, exactly. And I got a spare dart, which was a secret message dart. There we go. Okay.
Secret message dart. It's the brand name for that particular line.
Yeah.
So you know, but
R.
I bought the same thing for my daughter.
Good. We should get our daughters together to Nerf gun fight.
Yeah, my daughter doesn't socialize well anymore. COVID has broken her.
Yeah.
Broken.
Yeah.
Yes, we've all been damaged.
Damaged. I'm pretty much beyond repair at this point. It's over. It's a lost cause.
John still looks like he's studying. So Keith, you've got like the Thursday night team wrapped up in antics.
Yes, they're going to be enjoying a little extra dimensional tour very soon. Though they're still terrestrial at the moment, and they haven't even left Burgundia yet. They're in Zurich right now, waiting for an airship, but they've been caught up in a couple subplots, which I think for that group is something that's a little nice distraction. They've been so mission focused; they haven't had good downtime adventures.
Yeah.
So,
Is this the North Sea adventure you were telling me about?
yes, we haven't even gotten to the North Sea yet.
Right.
But yeah, I've got about 15 pages of material that I developed between when we started this mission and
Oh, good God.
Thursday.
Well, something tells me that the other group doesn't get delayed like this group does with, let me sample this fine tobacco and let me go off and look for this rare book. I think it's more of a, no, I'm in charge. No, I'm in charge. I'm in charge.
Or nobody's in charge. Let's just do whatever.
That's right.
But they are taking some time to do that. I mean, they did a little shopping. They were staying at a hotel. They actually went down to the bar and just spent
That's good.
some time meeting locals.
Nice.
Because that is a thing that they tend to sidestep. So good to hear.
And part of that, is trying to second guess what it is that they're after. It's like, well, are they trying to get into the action? Do they want to just get onto the mission? So it's kind of a two-way permission is necessary. It's like, are we going to slow down and have a little fun, or are we just going to go straight into the action? And
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Roll your dice and move your mice.
exactly. I think it's been good, and there's a lot more relaxed tone that we've settled into. Though they're in the middle of a city chase, trying to track down a assassin. So,
Cool.
having nothing to do with the mission they're on, of course.
Good.
Sometimes those little side excursions add layers to the game.
Like tennis.
If they don't kill them, they might meet somebody new.
Danny asked me the other day, he goes, Dad, how is tennis scored? Well, let's look it up. And reading it off of Wikipedia was just as confusing if I had just made shit up.
I think Dimitri Martin has a pretty good skit on scoring in tennis.
Yeah.
It's just like he's one of those comedians who just looks at reality and says it doesn't make any sense, even though we all accept it.
Right. I have a question for everyone.
Yes.
When last we left, I know 3 of you were on the road outside the archway to the ruins. Were all 4 of you there? Robyn, had you?
Oh, Robyn went back up in. She was
inside.
observing from the tower.
Robyn is braced, has a hunt prey declared on, who was obviously the badass in the middle of the foray. I don't know exactly my range from doorway where I'm braced, but yeah, from this position of concealment, she would become visible when the invisibility spell wears off. I think we were saying in a couple of minutes.
And you were in the ruined stables?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So you're braced, invisible in the doorway.
There was a lot of talking, so she may have become visible in the shadows now.
Okay.
She wasn't putting herself.
You saw the redcaps get out and go scampering into other parts of the ruins.
Yes.
Up near the archway were the two redcaps that were hiding just around the side of the walls, and Maddox, who crossed the courtyard, flanked by another two redcaps. So right. Maddox is the center spot in a 5 spot on a dice.
Yeah.
And our 3 heroes are about, if I remember, 20 to 30 feet away from the archway.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
All right, we'll call it 25 and split the difference. Maddox was having an arrogant conversation with your sassy young sorceress, and she was talking smack as usual. Not sure how signals got crossed, but I do remember that Banny opened up the box.
Wait, did he?
And I can explain. What
I take partial blame.
And I made a note to myself to see what was going to happen when we entered the spin zone. So please spin away. How did that actually happen?
All it takes.
I was trying to be too subtle. I knew he was asking if he should open the box, but I tried to pivot to say, well, let's attack and not open the box, but we'll use my countdown as the go. And somehow I didn't make a connection with Banny to make sure he understood we were changing the tone. So I take 50% responsibility for the box opening.
Yeah,
this has been brought to you by Old Tegan. Stay away from it when you bring the box of ultimate destruction.
And now Banny is doing a Han Solo. It's not my fault.
Well, no, I'm unwrapping it, and I'm like, is she sure about this? And the guy, it's like, first off, the guy's a dick. I want to see him die in a horrible way. However, the cure is worse than the disease, and I was like, I should make the decision to not and put it away and pull out the white phosphorus grenade and toss that behind him, because I was going to cut him off from others by tossing it behind him. But I had the box in my hand and I was unwrapping it, and she's just looking really confident. And I'm like,
yeah, you got bluffed by her charm again.
Yeah, I got bluffed by Blanca, and I'm thinking,
don't mistake confidence for knowledge or intelligence.
Right. She thought she was a pilot too.
She pulled it off. She pulled, but the thing is that Banny also had heard all of these little snippets, all of these different thoughts, and they've got Excalibur. That is the saving grace to this, but man, I'm sure the cure is worse than the disease, and I am really, really regretting it. And he has a whole bunch of different deities on his tongue right now that he doesn't believe in. He's like, hey, I know you're out there. Could you just tamp this down? I'm sorry I did what I did. I don't want to destroy all the people and all the followers and everything that you have. So could you? Anyway.
Previously on Burgundia.
Yes.
No.
It's like, what am I doing?
Yeah, I think just the cutaways. Dun, dun, dun.
What a nice spaghetti western close-ups of eyes and sweaty noses.
Yeah, exactly. Even the red eyes are looking at each other like, dun.
Everybody get close to your cameras.
Alrighty. Well, that was you didn't have to roll initiative on that one, because you just surprised everybody, including yourself, by opening up the box. So we rejoin our intrepid heroes in the wilds of Magnetia on a sea cliff in the middle of the night, surrounded by redcaps.
Eric's been waiting.
How many fingers is this?
That's like
4.
And something explodes out of the box. So a couple things happen. Danny, you are blown back 20 feet to land prone on your back.
Bjorn's behind him.
Well, then he's going to ricochet off Bjorn and land 20 feet to the oblique.
We were in kind of a triangle formation. I was standing on her left shoulder.
Okay.
Bjorn was standing on her right. That's at least how I saw it. If you were looking at the 5
lying
spot.
behind them both on the grass, still clutching the box. Blanca and Bjorn. One moment. I need you both to do a fortitude save against a 40.
Oh my God.
You're picking on my really great scores here.
Yes.
Your death is important to us. Please stay on the line through the entire experience.
An Undertaker will be with you soon.
How badly do you fumble is really what he's asking.
Yeah.
So I
you
have
fail
a
or-
fortitude of plus 10. So if I roll a 20, that's a 30, which does not succeed.
Well, but you get
But
an extra.
it's
If you roll a
20, so you will succeed.
Yes. It'll increase that not success to success.
Yes.
It just won't be a critical success.
Right.
All right. We're taking Mr. Random here. Mr. Gravity die.
Mr. Random Die.
19!
Hey!
Oh man. And
Total.
you
Total
still critically failed.
Bjorn gets a 28. A hurricane rush of wind blows you and Bjorn 20 feet off to either side, landing crumpled in the grass. So you're all still in triangle formation. There's just 40 feet between you and Bjorn and 20 feet between both of you and Banny.
Somebody yelled
Robyn,
clear.
you're actually in the best position to see all this.
I'm sorry. I'm very, very sorry.
Yes.
Herod, God preserve us. I don't even speak Magnetean.
Let me send you guys a little something.
Something coming in the mail.
I'm just glad I gave my last good spell to Robyn. Before
Invisibility? Yes. At least I got my last good spell out.
Yeah. My spite spells are now reigning supreme.
I spite you. John, while that's loading, so what is the range from me to Monsieur Madoc?
60 feet.
Merci. Making my range markings.
Bon chance.
Mon ami.
So from the inside to Maddock, he's 60 feet, or she's 60 feet.
Yeah,
Those
from
of
the
us
stable.
blown-
Yeah, from the stable doorway braced, 60 feet away.
From those of us blown to the ground, how far are we from Maddock?
The two of you went right and left. So you are maybe 50 feet from the archway, but can no longer see anybody inside the archway.
Okay.
If Banny is able to lift his head, he'll be able to look through the archway and see the fun going on in there. But I am going to ask for a initiative roll from everybody.
Don't look at the light.
Starting out hot. 17
Nice.
Total?
Total?
total.
Good boy.
When you're slower than Blanca, that's a problem.
Well, he did get knocked back on his ass
Okay. He's
after ricocheting off of Bjorn. No,
got a lot of regrets that he's working out right now.
Yeah, series of unfortunate.
well,
Yeah.
really, from Banny's perspective, he probably at this moment is still thinking she did mean to do this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why did she tell
But-
me to do this?
But at the same time, he's like, "Oh shit, I shouldn't have done it."
Right?
He didn't. He did. He was saying that to himself the whole time. It's like,
Shouldn't
why am
do
I
this.
doing this? Why am I doing this? Okay.
John, whenever you're ready, 32.
Let me jot that down. Robyn got a 32. Vanny got what?
17.
17. Blanca, how did you do?
22.
22.
How does
Thank you.
And Monsieur Bjorn, 19. Got a 33.
What? Wow.
Woo-hoo.
Does Sex Caliber boost his initiative?
It does not, but he rolled a 19. He's got a 12 base, and he gets +2 initiative for Uncanny Initiative,
Love it. Go.
which sometimes helps him. That's not my
Plus 10%.
locker.
That's your chance.
So sorry for the delay.
Well, we're kind of afraid to see it.
Yes. I'm trying to pump myself up with my old mantra.
You got it, right? What is it?
Lucio
I
non
shine.
duro. I
Oh,
shine not burn.
Ah. Is that similar to No Pain, No Gain? No.
that's kind of. I think I crunch, not squish. Sounds about right for me.
All right.
Oh no, you totally squish.
I crunch.
Then switch.
I
Well,
crunch and swish. I'm also chewy on the inside.
Yes, with a hard candy shell.
I don't know that Banny could be accused of having a hard shell.
No.
no,
He's
No,
just squishy.
he's just squishy all the way through.
He's a gummy bear.
That's been
Insert
left in
song
somebody's
here.
pocket for a while.
Yeah. That's warm
For a
and
couple
soft.
years,
Nice
remember
warm.
a couple years ago, and the kids were all singing that.
What's that?
I'm a gummy
Oh.
bear.
Oh, yeah. Let's not resurrect that, please.
Sorry.
all right, Robyn, your first impression is the blimp that you arrived in Magnetia on, something approximating that size. It looks like a creature out of medieval legend. It's got the giant bat wings, claws, tail.
Oh,
Why am I getting voice to text? Did I turn that on?
You must have subtitles or turn it off. Yeah.
There we go. Okay.
oh, we have invited the Jabberwocky. Thank you.
Snicker snack.
It's enormous. And I have some other initiatives that I need to roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's roll its initiative.
I don't want its attention.
When you're small enough.
I'm bite size.
Has anybody invented jetpacks yet? It's 1935.
Well,
Is this
If
the
we
might be
Rocketeer?
a year or two down the road.
Hmm.
But if anybody does it, it's going to be Echelon.
Yeah.
I don't know. The KU is working really hard to advance their technology.
This is true.
So now, make sure that on Thursday you let the other group know that the world did just end. It's just a matter of time for you to catch up to it.
You've got 3 months to enjoy the world before you catch up to us.
Yeah, and that's all I'll say. Don't watch the stream.
Maybe it's better that they don't know.
might be.
Yeah, if that thing's enormous, Robyn's probably bite size.
Do you think this one will sleep?
Just give me 8 hours. Just give me 8 hours.
Do we have
I can bring back something I've already cast, but I doubt I'm going to be that lucky twice.
I mean, what happens if he botches? Does he just hey, I feel kind of drowsy.
Hmm.
What's up with that?
All right, let's get you all in order here.
We shouldn't be here.
Benny, are you okay? Bjorn, you okay?
Don't call out.
Hey, don't make any noise.
I'm still picking grass out of my teeth.
Well, Benny, if it's any consolation, you're not the slowest one here.
Wow. Impressive. Poor red caps or
Bjorn with his 33 is not the fastest.
I guarantee. At this point, I think I know what pluses we're up against.
That speed belongs to the Jabberwock.
Mm.
Can we just hand each other shovels so we can dig our own graves? I don't want to wait around for this thing.
So anybody within 100 feet needs to roll a will save.
A frightening presence of sorts.
That's exactly what it
I
is.
do have will.
I did fair on that one. That is a 33.
That is a whopping 20.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Did anyone pull off a natch?
No.
All right, you're all frightened one.
And a 20? Same thing, frightened 1, or?
You got a 20?
Not a natch. It is a total score of 20.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Frightened one. But nobody did a critical fail, correct?
Not
No.
that I can tell.
Okay.
Let's look at conditions.
So that just happens as it erupts from the box. Nobody even thinks about the physics required to keep something that big inside that tiny little box. It's fairy magic. The creature
All checks and DCs are -1. Okay.
Yeah. You just got a little bit worse at everything because trembling.
Yeah, it has that effect.
Yeah, just a little.
That start peeing on purpose?
I don't know that we actually needed to fail that roll to be already a little bit
Disadvantaged? Yeah.
Yeah.
My dice rolling skills have clearly already gone down.
it begins burbling, making strange noises and shouted nonsense in the various languages it knows. I don't know if any of you speak any of its languages.
Blanca has a chance.
Blanca has a chance. Blanca, you don't speak Fey, do you?
Nope.
Okay. Sylvan?
Nope.
What did we determine was common?
Latin.
Latin. Yeah.
Anybody understand Latin?
Everyone, yeah.
Yeah,
You
took it in
we
school.
should.
Catch a few words that don't seem to make any connection with anything else. But the
Jabber.
entire thing is just very unsettling. I need everybody to roll a d6 so we see which one is yours.
6.
All right, who had 1, 2, or 3?
I have 3.
3. You are the only one. You must make a will save.
27.
You are confused. Does that come in 1s and 2s? Confused 1?
I think it is.
For only 1 round. So it'll be through this round of your action, you are also confused.
It might be 1 action. But
you don't have your wits about you. You're going to attack wildly. You're flat-footed. You don't treat anyone as your ally, and you can't delay, ready, or use reactions. You use all your actions to.
so it is
Striker.
1.
Yeah.
So
And this
confused
is
1.
confused for 1d4 rounds.
Okay, got
So
it.
you catch a whole round.
So the GM determines your targets randomly.
The secondary effect of the burbling is directed at the red caps. By the way, the rock arch and the walls just shattered and exploded, and the creature's roughly where the archway used to be. When it burbled, Banny, you caught a little bit of it. The two of you were off far enough to the sides to be out of range, and it blasts a burbling sonic beam at the 4 red caps and Matic.
So glad they're focused on, or whatever.
Open his heart. I mean, take out his heart. I mean,
Something.
What in the wide world of sports is going on around here?
8, 22.
That's a lot of dice.
Maybe they just keep not landing on a flat surface, and he has to re-roll them because they're on edge.
Sure. Just keep telling yourself that.
I'm allowed to delude myself.
All right, they get a basic reflex save for whatever that's worth. All right. Here's what probably, Robyn, you're the only one to be able to see this.
Right.
The Jabberwock ducks its head and begins making its weird burbling noise that's unsettling for you, but you are just out of range. Lucky you.
Mm-hmm.
The 4 red caps are hit with a pressure wave that immediately turns all 4 of them into jelly. And they just go splattering across the lawn. Weapons, a shoe, a hat. That's about all that's left.
Frightened too.
Yeah. And you knew that in the Great War, there were certain artillery shells that packed so much wallop that if they landed close to someone, they might survive the shrapnel, but the pressure wave would jellify them. And that's what happened to these 4 red caps. And Blanca, let me ask you a question. When your illusory creature takes damage, does it disappear?
It can only take so much, and then yes, it will go away.
Can it handle 84 points of damage?
For a second.
Yeah. Matic vanishes, and that's, if you were in a position to see it, you'd know what that was. Matic, Robyn, does not jellify. He just winks out of existence. You don't know if he teleported or what.
Well, can I try to make a semi-guess with a pathetic arcana attempt?
Sure.
Just to see whether it seemed like a spell-like thing, like
Because
I've
you've seen her do it, so I'll give you a
Right,
chance.
right. So I'm giving that a shot anyway. I mean, 18? Did he seem to just be wiped off the earth, or did he seem to act in any way?
Something magical just happened. He was not disintegrated.
He wasn't present.
He may not even have been there.
That's what I wanted to kind of like role
That's
play.
about all you get.
Okay.
All right. And then because the Jabberwock is facing the wrong direction and it has just eliminated all 5 of the opponents it can see, its round is over.
Aw.
And it loses 5 more attacks.
Cry a little tear. I'm going to take the ocean.
Bjorn uses 1 action to leap to his feet.
Bing.
He uses 1 action to sprint the 25 feet toward the Jabberwock.
Its tail, anyway.
With his remaining action, he vaults into the air, Excalibur 2-handed over his head, and starts to come down. And it wouldn't be right for me to roll this dice. So one of you needs to roll it, and you know what you're going to need. So,
oh my God! Really? Even with Excalibur?
Well,
how you feeling?
You have a 20. I don't know, Ken. You seem to be the most magical roller here.
Hey.
No, don't use the foam dice. They're terrible.
No.
All right, I'll give it a try. All right. This is Bjorn, magical, Excalibur, cinematic, don't we all die moment. He uses a hero point.
What was that?
It was a botch. It was a 1, which means the next one's going to be awesome. So just take the hero point.
Oh, yeah.
Wipe it away.
I think so. That would be a good idea.
Why wouldn't a 19 be good enough? I mean, that's pretty awesome.
19?
Yes.
He rolls a
19 plus whatever he brings with Excalibur.
All right.
Well, I mean, see, that's what I mean. That's what happens with me with hero points. It'll go from suck to that was.
That did it. I mean, if it's a hit, it's a hit. We'll see if it's a hit.
It is a hit.
Everyone goes huzzah, even though that, you know. Does it go snicker snack?
You don't hear the snicker snack.
We're too far away.
But it does slash into one of the creature's flanks and causes a wee bit of damage.
Wee bit.
My wee bit is the right word. 6, 10. He does a whopping 17 points of damage.
Purple damage?
Did he like rage as a free action into that whole, or is rage a free action?
Oh, he's raging, and the pluses that he got from that are what allowed him to hit.
Yeah.
One moment. So how much damage did I say?
17. You said?
Make that 37.
Thank you, God.
The thing slices into the creature, and a milky blue light seems to spill out of it from the wound, and the creature lets off the most horrific noise you've ever heard. It's worse than the burble. It just throws its head back and screams at the sky. Bjorn is done. Robyn.
Cursing. I mean, so it rears its head back in like pain. It's enormous. I can see its eyes.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm going to attempt my last attack. Why not? It's got cold ammo. It's 60 feet away, so yes. This I mean, I'm just really thinking about running, but this is the only chance probably that we'll ever have.
Let me ask you guys, because you're all experts at it, what does Frightened 2 get you?
-2 on your DC and any action checks.
That's it?
Pretty much when you roll a die, subtract 2 from it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And also DC associated to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But we're still only frightened 1, those of us mortals present?
Yeah, you're not the ones that are frightened too.
Oh, okay. Maybe that might be lucky. Okay. So hunt the prey that I now see in front of me. I've lost my braced condition because it's not the same target. Hunted shot. So I'm going to take 2 shots, combining the damage with cold iron. And I'm going to attempt deadly aim. So I'll have a -3 in total on this. But if I hit, maybe I do damage. I rolled a 19 again. Let's see what that does, folks. 19 plus last light -3. 34 and an attempt to hit.
You hit it.
Next shot, -5 more. It's wedged. It's gone off the table. It's going to miss. Okay, so only the first shot's going to do it because that was a 3, so I don't have any question or illusion in my mind that a whopping 13 will never hit anything of substance. So let's just do this. Is deadly aim, so like shooting at its, eyes, if you will, have an effect? GM called. Is it a creature that can have vital parts?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Well, good to know. No critical. It is just going to be the straight 1 shot. We will scratch him for... That's my proficiency. We did not score anything more. 19 cold iron damage.
Total?
Oui.
Okay.
Second bullet does not meet its mark. She is out of actions and she is quietly wetting herself.
And she is visible.
But she is merely a gnat. No, I was kidding.
Yeah, us mayflies out here.
SWAT. Reaction. Hey.
Robyn. There is a voice in the darkness of the stables behind you. And it says, "Are you able to kill it?"
Not
You'll
by
have
myself.
a free action if you just want to turn and look and see what it is.
Yeah, over my shoulder.
Yep. It's Maddox standing in the gloom with a big grin on his face. He's not holding any weapons. He's just got one hand on an old rotten support post, and he's peeking out around you out the door.
Does he speak Gallic?
Whatever he's speaking, you're understanding.
Okay. But if he speaks Gallic, then you son of a bitch.
And he says, "It's going to kill you," and casts at you.
Oh, at me. Good job.
Yep. All right, he's done.
He cast at me. What happens?
Blanca. Oh, I'm sorry, Blanca. Before you get to go, you hear some kind of screeching going on out in the courtyard. And although you can't see it, Robyn, you see redcaps leaping over walls to get out of the ruins, scrambling through holes in the walls, breaking cover and running in different directions. None of those directions take them toward the Tane. Now it's your turn, Blanca.
And he go right over into the ocean. That's where Robyn was going to go.
Well, you'll find out when you get blown there.
Mm, I don't really want this thing's attention in any meaningful way.
You can see it over the walls.
So it's inside the ruins, making all of its mayhem.
Yep.
I'm on my back on the grass.
Yeah.
Stand up, dust myself off. Blood vendetta. And that's my turn.
Don't forget you have your mage armor on.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
And we come to Banny.
Banny is confused, and after
He's
reading
confused and frightened.
the confused part is perpetual until he takes damage from somebody.
Oh boy.
It just goes and goes and goes. He doesn't have weapons in his hands, so he basically has to do anything to try and attack something within range, while shouting and babbling incoherently and, that kind of thing. But at least he's frightened one, so he gets a -1.
What's he going to be doing to attack? And what's he going to attack?
That's random.
You have to determine who he attacks. And
you've really got 3 choices.
Yeah,
You've
exactly.
got the Viking, the Jabberwock, or Blanca.
Yep.
Why don't you roll a d6?
Oh, you're going to make me do it. 4.
Jabberwock. Right in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
With hands.
You decide to pick on the big nasty.
I'm laying on my back. I pull out my Toro, and I just start shooting. 3 cold iron rounds in its direction. Let's see how well I do.
Are there penalties for lying on your back while you're attacking?
That's a ranged weapon.
Yeah. If I was swinging a blade, yes.
You're just frightened, so -1, right? Confused doesn't affect that. You're good.
Confused. Oh.
Let's see. First one is actually a 19. That's pretty good. That is a 35 for the first one.
You hit.
Second one is -5. It's a 26.
That one misses.
And man, that was a really nice roll, but it's not going anywhere. That's a -10 and an 18 plus 16. So no. First one hits.
18 plus 16, did you say?
It's an 18 minus 10 plus 16. So 8
plus
it's
6.
24. Yeah,
Okay.
that's
That one misses too.
And I've got, this is a D8. I get a D8. No, I haven't been able to hunt prey.
So it's just going to be, what is the Toro roll?
A D8.
Okay, and then plus your
6
proficiency.
And the striking rune gets me a plus another die.
Another die.
Oh, good. Mm-hmm.
That's another 6, and then my proficiency is 2, so that is a 14 with cold iron rounds.
'What's your total?
14 total damage, which is pretty respectable considering.
Very respectable. It's the same as I did deadly aim and use hunt prey.
Yeah.
Yep.
If I had used prey. Anyway, let's see. If he does have damage resistance, though, that is 2 hits. No, that was one. That was one hit.
It was one shot that did that. You just rolled the second die for the striking rune.
Yes.
That's all.
I'll be right there, buddy. All right, we're back at the top of the order. I have to give Danny his inhaler. I'll be right back.
Let's do a 5-minute break.
Okay.
5 minutes. Muting and turn.
Wider than a mile. Inward.
No, like toward the sea.
Cowardly shit! Again in Gaelic. Depends upon his language knowledge.
Blanca, are you going to make the Viking fly?
I would love to give him that ability. It's not within my powers. I will move 25 feet closer to the ruins. That's
Okay.
where he is, correct? He's inside the...
Yep, he is 35 back, 60 in the air, so he's about 75 feet away from where you end your move.
How far is Bjorn?
Bjorn's right next to you now.
It may not be... I'll grab my totem and resurrect an old spell, but I can't cast. Oh wait, I can actually. I will give him a haste.
You haste Bjorn?
Yep.
Okay.
Run faster.
And my bonded item is now drained.
Danny. No, that was Danny. Oh, Banny.
O'Banny is still stuck in this state of confusion where he is just he's lit 3 rounds off toward the Jabberwocky. What's
Now
next?
It's in the air.
Now it's in the air. It's outside of range increments. Is he continuing to shoot in that direction? Is he
Let's
just
see.
click, 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 click until he hits empty barrels, empty chambers?
Roll a d6.
1.
You think that the big guy with the sword on the ground next to the girl is probably a bigger threat at the moment, and you open fire on him.
He's a lot easier to hit. But a 2, I doubt will hit him. That's a -1.
I don't think you can stretch that into a 27.
No, yeah, that's right. 6. That is a -5 on that. And a 19. -10, so 9 plus. That's a 25?
That one gets
26.
close.
26. It was a 26.
Oh,
but
he's a 27. It zings past his ear.
Yeah.
Babble, babble, babble.
Yeah. Now, the worst part about this is like somebody needs to slap me across the face in order for me even to have a
Somebody needs
chance.
to knock some sense into you.
Yeah.
Bjorn screams at Blanca, "Don't stand next to me," and runs deeper into the courtyard to try to get underneath it. He has a move in his rage of... What is his move? 35 when he is enraged. So he gets underneath it in one action and then swings up the Yeti and cranks off 3 shots
Oh, good God.
into the sky up towards its rectal area. Yeah,
Rectum?
it's 60 feet.
Thank you,
in
Hayes.
the air.
Yeah, thank you, Haste. Your
It's in
30
his-
millimeter round is brought to you today by
because
Yeti.
it's sawed off. He's in 50% range. It's normally 50. It's 25, so it's in his 3rd range increment. Is that
Ooh,
Minus
that's
4.
minus.
Minus
Okay.
4, yeah.
okay? So he fires.
Get up to speed.
16. -4 for the first shot. Those are going to stack later. 9, 25.
Yeah, that's right. He's no longer frightened. Maybe he was never frightened.
Go.
Oh, he was frightened, but not anymore.
That's over. Yeah,
Can't imagine Bjorn frightened.
I know.
Well, he was frightened
twitchy.
that you went and stood next to him. And you noticed that as he ran toward the Jabberwock, he kept like jumping, thinking
Trying
that
to get
your
in the air.
spell was to make him fly. Instead, he just got there fast. All right, his second shot is going to be at a -5 plus
Nine.
-4 is a -9. That is a miss. And he
His
cranks
first shot
up
hit?
the third one. No, it missed. 19 minus 10 is a 9 plus 18 plus 16. I'm sorry, 25. Thunder 3 times in a row, but
Boom, boom.
nothing. And Bjorn takes a wee bit of scald.
Just a wee bit.
Just a wee bit.
So out in the distance, somebody just heard lightning strike 3 times percussively within 6 seconds.
Yeah, thunder.
Whatever that thunder is.
The Tane. It looks down at Bjorn and just makes another one of those horrific shrieks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keith, roll a d6.
A 1.
2. It swings its head down toward the entrance to the stables. And with a roar and a rush of wings, it launches itself down and lands on the ground right in the doorway. And it attacks you with the jaws that bite.
Oh.
And its head just darts forward. And
Really just more like
tries
a
to
nudge
take
forward.
bite.
It's so close.
17.
You rolled a 17?
Yes.
Mm.
Which for the Jabberwock is a 59.
Critical success.
Critical success.
Sure.
He bites you. Something special about his bite, too.
I don't think it'll matter after the dice roll.
But it did not roll a natural 19 or better. So you're okay.
I'm only critically hit.
You're not critically hit. It needs a 19 or a 20 to crit you.
Okay, but to be clear and fair, my armor class is 27. It rolled an attack that beat that by more than 10.
Have you not yet figured out that Jabberwocks are fucked up creatures?
See, I knew that praying to the hero god would work.
I mean, if you want the crit, we can roll the dice.
I sure don't.
Okay. Let's see what kind of damage that is. Ooh. It's piercing, for whatever that's worth.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't think the dark oaf armor that she wears, the Sliver of Night, does anything special for piercing. Just the same.
It works better than it does against bludgeoning, I think.
35.
Oh.
That was a big piece of my body. A very big piece.
Are you still standing?
I am still standing. I don't know how.
So it flew, it bit, and it uses its big nasty claw to try to grab you.
Any special effect from the bite you wanted to mention, though? To be fair.
It's piercing damage.
Oh, okay.
It hurts.
I'm frightened 3.
You have the state of owie 2,
Owie 2.
boo boo 3,
And say, hey, boo boo.
boo boo. All right, and it is grabbing.
Yeah. Dodge roll. Dodge roll.
Is it a -5?
Evasion is what I do.
Yeah, it's -5.
Yeah, I rolled a 50 to hit the first one. So what is this?
Yeah.
It grabs you.
I won't even bother. Okay.
Improved grab.
Oh, yeah. Just a success is considered critical, I'm sure.
I don't know. Let's see.
Be grabbed and immobilized or something.
Is it an immobilizing?
Grab usually means like I can't
Grab
move.
just means she can't move.
I can't move.
She's not disabled. She can still do what she does. She just can't adjust her position.
So it's a little bit better than the Anis's fingernail cage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But
sort of.
you are
I'm
grabbed by this
flat-footed.
thing.
Yeah, I'm flat-footed and I'm immobilized.
Okay. Bjorn is shrieking back at Blanca, "Fly, damn it, fly!" and spends his entire action breaking open the Yeti, pulling the 3 empty shells and reloading. Takes all 3
Use
of his
Excalibur! Use Excalibur! It's on me!
stuck Excalibur in the dirt while he was reloading the Yeti.
So her yelling for Excalibur does nothing to motivate the Viking differently.
The Viking is still wondering why he can't fly.
maybe Bjorn is confused.
Robyn, it's your turn.
He is confused, Ken, because I forgot that the thing was on the ground and he could have rushed it. So I guess he was confused.
That's what I'm thinking. That's why she was yelling Excalibur. Never mind.
Yes, it's right here.
Yeah, I see it.
Going the wrong way. He's
This
drunk.
is how I'm
Doesn't
going
know
to
where we're
die.
going.
This is how I'm going to die. Okay, so I'm going to attempt a DC 5 flat check to do a manipulate action.
Yeah.
So that I can actually get my last shot at my hunted prey point blank range before he just eats me. I make a 6.
Oh, that's a nice flat check you got there.
Don't
No
worry
big deal.
So it's more like Robyn's like fighting to be able to get her pistol free, almost loses it, aims it at the head over her, and all it is a shot. I mean, she literally only has 1 bullet left. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to do better. I'm not going to use the hero point for this. 18 plus 18 is a 36 to hit.
You shoot it somewhere in the neck or the face.
It is what this is, +4, +4. For 20 points of cold iron damage to its face. And that was the last bullet, so I only did 1 shot with deadly aim. I mean, I'm going to attempt to escape the impossible to escape, I'm sure. This is going to be like an athletics check from like Hades.
Or hell,
Yeah,
whichever.
you're pretty much going to need a natch.
Yeah, I imagine so. Nope.
You're really wiggly, though.
I'm super wiggly, and I also stung him a little.
But Blanca,
Come on, give me the satisfaction of bluish ichor is temporarily bleeding from him.
where you hit it, you see the bullet penetrate. You see the flesh ripple, but you don't see that bluish light or bluish liquid.
Oh,
Right. That was
very
Excalibur.
much. Yeah.
Get the Excalibur. Her last words, Excalibur.
So it's in the courtyard. I'm in the entryway, I'm guessing, within 30 feet of the creature.
Yes. You and Bjorn are both 30 feet. You're just separated.
It's time to start adding some pain. Lightning bolt.
Thank you. Wait, I'm attached to it.
I hope you're grounded.
I don't know if I'm grounded.
Yeah, it'll take the path of least resistance, and that's probably not in this hand over here. But who knows? A squeeze. It'll give you an extra squeeze though. Oh, pop!
Like that stress toy that the eyes and the ears bug out when you squeeze it.
I think it's a reflex save.
Oh, damn it!
I know. I'm just gonna hurt myself and not it.
It does get a save.
Like it just makes it.
No,
Well-
like it got a 45.
Yeah. So it will take half,
And
I will take some as well.
unless it has evasion.
Don't give it things.
I'm
it doesn't
sorry.
need.
I'm
Shut up.
sorry. Just wanted to, again,
It's all
being
in
fair.
print. I won't add anything, I promise. I don't need to add anything, I promise.
Hmm.
Yeah, we know.
Ooh, my goodness. Not a bad roll.
Half of 40?
44, 22 points of damage.
Nice.
Its save does not matter. Double it.
What? So it takes 44?
Yep, you see the lightning just rip right up its back and do a little dance on its head for a moment, and the thing bellows a shriek.
Huh.
Oh,
It's
Color
probably
me
the most
impressed.
effective lightning you've ever unleashed. But you only take, well, you get what, a quarter scald?
Quarter. So
11
44,
11?
22.
Well, it's not 44 because you rolled a 22.
oh,
So,
no,
I did 44 points of damage. I take half of that. I have
You did
reduced
44
scald.
because of its vulnerability to electricity. You rolled
Well-
a 22.
Oh, so it
Oh,
did. So the reflex doesn't even count at all. It just.
So I did 44 points of damage.
You did 44 to it.
yeah. He thought
I-
that the reflex save have that.
Yeah.
That's why I told you 22.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I halved my damage to 22, but I rolled
A 44.
44.
Okay, so it didn't save. That was just for dramatic effect. It can't
Okay.
save against electricity.
Okay.
So you rolled
I rolled
44.
44 points of damage.
So you did 88.
Oh
Damn
my
it.
god.
Wow.
Now I wish you had that spell thing to be able to regroup and do it again.
I have it twice today, but
Oh,
I've
thank
got to
God.
deal with the scald damage first. So 44
So that's 11
half
to
is
you.
It's
22.
11.
I take 11.
Yeah. Hey, who has the mint leaves? Crap. That's meta, but
Bjorn, the one who wants to fly. Unless we divided
I
it
thought
up.
we
remember-
divided it up. I
but
thought
we
we
didn't give
did.
numbers.
I
Remember
thought
that we
you
said,
gave
hey,
it
we should
all to
divide this
him,
up.
quite honestly.
We
You-
gave
you're
it
right.
when we visited Maeve.
Yep.
After that, when we got back, we did some investigation and scanned everything, and I thought we divided up that thing because
So there are eight.
of the
So there are
expectation
8
we were
pink
going into.
berries. So everybody could have 2 pink berries. That's a heal of 1d20. There were 2 nuts. There were 3 mint leaves.
There's 3 nuts. I
I
do not remember you divvying it up.
Okay.
I know it would be very convenient if you had, but I remember you gave it to Bjorn and Bjorn shoved it in a bag.
I agree. I remember I asked about it and then we didn't do it.
Oh, yeah. I just remember we all investigated. She scanned everything, and I was like, we should divide that up. But
So
yeah,
Blanca, you took what, 10 points of scald?
11.
11?
So I have 19 hit points now. Oh, wait, 32, 22. Yeah, 20. I have 20 hit points.
You're better than Robyn. Do you want some of this?
Danny.
click,
hand.
click.
Yeah.
Grips you by your shoulder and your fear and confusion vanish.
I look behind me.
You turn and you see a man of impossible age. He could be 40 or he could be 400. He is dressed in a green cloak. He has scale mail that is covered in moss. He has a long beard that looks like it may have a bird's nest growing out of it. He's got a sword that comes all the way up to his sternum. It's covered in moss. He looks creased and lined by age. And he looks you in the eye and says, "Would you like a second chance?"
Oh, you're no longer confused.
A second chance at what? I'm gonna.
This.
Knowing what I know now, yes, I would like to choose differently.
He nods. He reaches into his cloak and pulls out what looks like holly, vines, old twigs, and his hands begin to work very rapidly. He's fashioning something out of this wood, vines, and holly. We are back to the top of the order.
While I'm sitting there, can I reload my gun?
Yeah. Because you're clear-minded.
Okay.
Robyn.
22.
It turns its fury on the tasty morsel in its hand. The first thing it does is to use a claw action and bang you against the side of the stone stable.
Well, clearly it didn't like that idea.
Uncontrolled attack.
You're clearly lucky that I didn't take the 20 that popped up on the floor.
It's off the table. Doesn't count.
Oh yeah, we'll beat a 25 armor class on flat-footed.
Against a 19.
Oh, jeez. And that's a crit for it, isn't it?
Crushes you against the wall. Let me see if it has a crit with its claw. Not with the claw.
It's a strength. It's basically using you as an improvised weapon.
Yeah, exactly. Really, it's just trying to break the stables down.
It's like, where is
Robyn, welcome to the club.
I might get another knot, or I might not care.
35.
Dying one.
It squished you against the wall, and with its next attack, it throws its head back, opens its jaws, and drops you down its gullet.
Dying 12.
It's done. Bjorn lets out a war cry and goes running across the open space. He will use one action to get there, and then he's hasted, so he'll have 3 actions left. He shrieks, launches himself into the air where it's thrown its head back, and it's got this weird Robyn-sized lump in its throat that's kind of sliding downward. It doesn't look too much like Robyn anymore. Robyn, if she was bitten in half or quarters, something like that. It's almost Robyn-like. And he swings. Again, I can't roll this dice. Somebody's going to have to roll.
Ken, because you're probably dead, you should roll for the living.
Well, I don't know. I burned through 19s like the Dickens. Let's see what happens. A 13, Alex.
That's not bad. It's probably
It's slightly above average. Hey, I'm going to use my hero point so I'm not dead.
Yeah. I used the hero point to not die in his gullet.
In his gullet.
Just put your
I
arms
stabilize. Stabilize.
Just grab onto a rib.
I just wish I could have been gone out cool like the character. Not Bjorn. Anyway, he's next.
Dude,
But
you
anyway,
were eaten by a Jabberwock. That's
pretty
cool.
damn cool.
Yeah.
It is.
rare. That is pretty rare.
All right, Bjorn hits with the blade.
She was the first casualty. No, red caps were.
Yeah.
First PC casualty.
He does 29 points of damage to it. Some damage seems to be healing on it, but not anywhere where his sword struck. He swings a second time. He's at a -4, but at this point it doesn't matter. He's just looking for a natch.
Go ahead, Ken.
Oh, shoot. Okay, just looking for a natch. 6.
And
Next
then
one.
it is his final swing. He screams in goodness.
What does he scream in goodness? We don't know.
You don't know, you're dead.
I'm talking about the world. Oh. It got a 20.
Up.
Nice.
Yeah.
He
Oh.
did it.
Very cool.
And?
Well, the thing needs to make a fortitude save.
I won't be rolling that.
Because the Vorpal could take his head off.
Yes, indeed. Well, the DC it needs to hit is as high as its... No, it's half the size. It needs to get a 12 or better to survive the Vorpal strike.
That's not, I mean,
Whoa.
that's 40% chance of survival. No, we don't roll for it.
Oh, yeah, you're rolling for it. This is too critical for me to be here with hidden dice.
I'll do it.
Oh, go ahead. I don't want to even look.
Because that's how I go. It's a 5.
It's,
I can't actually. Oh, that's right. This thing's blurring it out. It's a 5.
My roll
It's
is
a
only a
5.
6. Make it
Oh,
feel
hey.
better.
It's a 5.
So it needs a... Did I say it needed a 12 or
Needed
better?
a 12 or higher to avoid having its head cut off.
And you rolled a 5.
Yeah.
The Jabberwock's head comes off. Swack. And it collapses onto the ruined stables. The head rolls to the side. Half of Robyn is sticking out of the body part of the throat. The other half is dangling out of the severed head and neck portion. And Bjorn has completed his actions.
Natch.
Robyn, you begin your decomposition. Blanca.
It's dead?
Collapses.
You just saw its head come off.
Bjorn! Bjorn!
He has no actions left, but you guys are also out of combat rounds. And you see Bjorn walk over to its head and stick the sword in the side of its head and put a foot up on it. I am magnificent!
Move past the arrogant ass and go over and try to pull Robyn out of its gullet.
Part of her?
You pull her lower half out of one side and you can pull the upper half out of the other. She is a mess. She's as bad as Domino was after you guys threw grenades at her.
We didn't need to remember that.
I know. You tell yourselves that it was the Naga that killed her. Yeah.
It was.
No, that's we understand our role and what happened there.
Bjorn, stop posing and help me with Robyn.
Did you bring your camera?
God damn it.
Wow.
Shoot him some ice daggers. He needs to understand he is out of line.
Your mother's going to want a photograph of this in the file later. He pulls up the sword. What do you want me to do?
I'm glad to know I was important to him.
You can't make me fly. Can you bring her back from the dead?
You know I can't do that.
Out in the field, the old man covered in moss finishes creating what looks like a hoop made out of twisted vines and holly berries. He says, "You want the second chance?
Please. Tell me.
Think of where you wanted to be during the second chance."
Yes, I have it.
Okay. Share it with the DM.
So I was unlacing the thong from the box. I'm going to put that away and pull out the white phosphorus grenade.
He takes the hoop and passes it over the top of your head down to the ground. Robyn, you are braced in the doorway of the stables. It's dark. You're pretty sure you're still invisible. Blanca, Bjorn, and Banny are standing like three gunfighters facing the archway. 4 red caps with Matic in the middle. And you're carrying on a snarky conversation. There is no Tane, but none of you know about a Tane.
Oh, that's what I was going to ask. So we don't know what the hell. Okay.
Banny, you were holding the box. You made sure the thong was tight on it, and you put it back into your pack.
Yeah.
What's really important is that Bjorn does not realize that he pulled off killing the Jabberwock.
That's what's really important.
He's already.
Should have
Okay.
taken a picture. If you'd been using the magical film, maybe it would have
stuck around.
Bjorn, watch this Twitch stream.
When did I do that?
What? I was magnificent.
So
Yeah.
we're resetting back to the moment of first contact.
Right.
You're setting back to the moment just before Banny opened the box.
Okay.
So 6 rounds are back. You've got your spells. Hit points are back.
I need all 3 of you to do a perception check.
Oh,
25.
32. 32.
You got a 15, Blanca?
Yeah.
You're totally focused on Matic.
Okay.
Bjorn elbows Banny and says, "Do you see that?" And you do. About 10 feet away, on its haunches, the way they like to do, is a fat groundhog that wasn't there a moment ago. And it looks like there's a whole lot of moss growing in its fur. It has strangely intelligent eyes, and it's just in that upright, I'm about to get hit by a car position.
Yeah, just so you can get the bumper hits the head perfectly.
That's right. And it's looking at the 3 of you. Matic is looking directly at Blanca, and he has got a shit-eating grin on his face. And he says, "Do you really think that you can defeat me, little girl?"
You're the one who backed yourself into this corner.
The offer still stands if you'd like to join me in my bed. Otherwise, I have a world to conquer.
Not this one.
And who's going to stop me?
It doesn't have to be me, but it will be. It will be someone.
Remember, we have message.
We can worry about that if and when that time comes. But I will have my kingdom. You can be a part of it or not.
This is not your kingdom. It's never been your place. This place rejects you.
Have you not heard of conquest? He points to Bjorn. You, of all people, should understand that concept. And Bjorn kind of shrugs and nods.
Well, you're talking to the right person. He's going to end you. I'm going to keep looking over at that. What is that? And I'm just going to... Yeah, I'm going to just kind of breathe it out. What is that?
Bjorn says, it's a groundhog.
It's a groundhog.
The groundhog drops to all fours and scratches its ear.
Okay, just a groundhog. So, how are we going to do this?
The 4 red caps are just snarling and drooling and menacing. It looks like they're just itching to go at you. And Matic looks calm and cool, as much as a guy with green skin can. And he's just interested in Blanca. That's who he's staring at.
Your army will wither in front of my companions. So your confidence tells me that you have nothing to risk here. Are you even present?
I am always present. Present wherever the moon touches the ground, wherever the crow flies.
You offered me a space in your bed. Take my hand.
Join me.
Take my hand.
He smiles at you. I give the instructions, as you'll soon find out in the bedchamber.
Oh, he just pulled a grenade. Here we go.
What did you just pull?
I've had the white phosphorus in my hand. I've got the pin kind of rattling around on my left finger. It's like toss it.
Face plant. Or what do you toss?
I'm tossing the white phosphorus behind everybody in the gateway, in the archway.
Yeah, I'll look back because the insult, of course, is the trigger. Look back and see that Benny's already in motion.
He's tossing a grenade. Bjorn's halfway into a face plant.
Yeah, I'm not the greatest tumbler in the universe, but I will retreat from my stance face to face with Matic.
I'm assuming. Let's be clear. The archway is a distance away. It's like 20 feet or so.
It's 20 feet. They're 20 feet.
Okay, and I mean, yeah.
So I don't have to leave my position. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. If they're all clustered together, I got a white phosphorus grenade. I am doing my best to plant it actually a little further inside, because we did actually confer with Robyn that there are people just inside that gateway.
The other two. Right.
And so, if the first 2 advance or whatever else, it's like, here's a gift.
So the 2 of you will have this one free action, and then we will look for initiative. Banny, you kicked it off. Go ahead and make your attack roll with your white phosphorus grenade.
16.
Oh, I forgot we had the message.
32.
Robyn said goodbye in the old reality.
You toss the phosphorus grenade over. Now, it hasn't been cooking, correct?
I haven't let it go. No, I haven't let it go. It's just sitting on the ground there.
So it lands and begins to hiss behind them. Blanca, anything you'd like to do?
I cast on myself Blood Vendetta once more. This feels like deja vu to me.
How weird. Oh, you didn't do Mage Armor then?
No, she did it before. Before she even walked in.
Blood Vendetta is stacked on top of it.
Yeah.
that with the remaining action, I don't think I want to get any closer. How well placed is Benny's grenade?
It looks like it was pretty pinpoint accurate.
Then I will take that movie pose where the fire goes off. I don't do anything but stand there and watch it.
Boom. Maybe shield your eyes a little.
Yeah,
And
that's gonna be bright.
Banny, are you familiar with the blast radius of a white phosphorus grenade?
I thought it was like 15, 20.
I thought.
I don't have stats on a white phosphorus. I don't.
That's true. And in
There's-
fact, the main rule book does not have stats.
Oh,
for
We're going to use fragmentation.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay. That's what I assumed. Of course, assuming is wonderful fun.
It's
This is why
deadly.
Bjorn doesn't let you play with grenades.
Hey, we explored that realm together. A lot.
Ironically, in this reality, Robyn still dies and is eaten by a Jabberwock. We don't know quite how.
Yeah, it's a frag grenade is a 15 or 10-foot radius.
Okay, so it will cook off behind the last two red caps.
And I want it to be as close to that entryway so it either blocks the entryway from anybody else coming or even hits the guys that are hiding behind that wall.
It looks like it has the potential to do that. So you throw it, and it'll go off at the beginning of. Well, it'll go off when your round comes around.
Yeah, end of my round.
So now we need.
No, the start of your round, yeah.
Is it
now
the
we
start?
need initiatives from all concerned.
I was determined not to be in the right. Oh, now you're better. You can stop wedging.
30
I missed the call to action. What are we doing?
initiative.
Initiative.
I just rolled a 34. I rolled a 19. Oh, you see, that's
I just rolled my natch.
Banny, you got a
37.
34.
yeah.
That's good.
Robyn, what did you get?
37.
Wow.
Shh. You jerk. I want to show you
I
up.
just natched on that. That's not what you need to natch on.
Yeah. Oh no, it's a good place to natch.
Blanca, how did you do?
11.
Oh,
You can clean up afterwards.
Yeah, exactly. After the
Oh,
You're the cleaning crew.
you are the slowest creature in County Galway.
again, any message? No.
Even
Okay.
slower than the dead Anna's head tied to Bjorn's belt.
Robyn, hold
It
the
shakes
trigger.
its head and goes, "Boy, that's slow."
Wait, Robyn should have seen the grenade.
Saying Robyn, pull the trigger. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So Blanca is shot. I'm joking.
All right.
She was doing this
Death.
the whole time. Just waiting for it.
Anytime now. She's going to ask.
Okay.
She's going to ask.
Robyn, you are lightning quick.
Right. So I've got my hunted prey. I'm braced already. So it's going to be a hunted shot with deadly aim at what I believe is Maddock. Isn't that great? First shot. 33 for that. First shot.
You hit. Keith, what did you explain with the illusory creature?
Take your shot.
Illusory creature. Sorry, I'm just going to try to get down to the hit points here. If the image is hit by an attack or fails a save, the spell ends.
So it was hit by an attack,
Okay.
and Maddock vanishes.
I didn't hit it that hard. Must have had a self-destruct.
Blanca, you know exactly what that was all about.
Oh man, somewhere in my gut, I am pissed. You little.
Robyn, you have one more action or two?
I wasted deadly aim and delicious hunted shots. So, let me give myself an Arcana check just not to be like, what?
I call out in reaction to that. He's got to be within line of sight,
which could put him anywhere. I look around everywhere around me, so I will search with perception.
Go ahead. Looking for 35.
Okay. Well, I'm a ranger. Hi-oh, silver! Away! I got an 18 plus a 17 equals exactly 35.
Very good. In the second story window of what's left of the keep, all the way at the other end of the ruins, you see what could have been a curtain move. There is candlelight in there somewhere. That's as good as you get. You just see a curtain move, and it is within line of sight.
The window of the keep!
We got to do a quick timeout. I got to put my sick boy to bed, and then we will be right back.
Intermission?
Okay. Yes, we can intermission. Although I will just say, last time I muted everybody and I forgot to unmute. So no, it was a little bit. It was a little bit.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't for yeah, well, it was for probably 10, 15 minutes, and I was being told that I need to get my act together.
Darn it. So was Robyn killed in silence?
No, that definitely happened after. Oh my God.
Does that count as a knot? Everyone's knots.
I think that counted as a knot. Yeah, I would say that counted as a knot, and I think that Fate will just be really, really confused, looking at all of her skeins, going, I swear.
Wait a minute, what?
Wait, I've never actually had them shrink. After they were knotted or after they were cut, I haven't had them shrink and bind together. Whatever else.
Nope, totally heard Robyn's glory death.
Yep, right there, step.
Who is that?
I call me Lola.
Somebody Lola? Thank you, Lola.
5 to 10 minutes? Okay. Oh, that was brutal. Well, just the fact, and I wonder if actually Bjorn, when he cut off the head of the Jabberwocky, Jabberwocky, I have to emphasize the Y, if he just split Robyn in two at that point, because might have.
It was already two pieces. The other thing that I was thinking was, if he had stopped being obsessed with flying, if he had thought, I mean, not obsessed, but using his Yeti, right? There was one turn
where he could have stepped in.
It was on the ground. Robyn had 15 hit points.
And it had you grasped.
Exactly. I mean, like, there was probably 30 feet of distance or something, and maybe an opportunity with the haste for about 3 swings.
Well, it was the same round. It could have actually happened a moment earlier. You've died.
I died now.
You don't even realize you've died.
Knowing how susceptible the Jabberwocky is to lightning, though.
Lightning, and if we could remember that.
We don't
know. I know, it's crazy. I'm like, because I have 2 heightened lightning bolts today.
Oh my God.
So I
was like 44 damage?
So I memorized them at 4th level. So there's 2 of them. 5d12.
Yeah, 5d12.
And that roll, I rolled a 4, a 6, a 10, 2 12s, and a 10.
Wow, so, way above average.
Yeah.
There's an open rune available on Last Light. I need a striking rune, please.
There's one back at Noxrichter. I believe you've got room to expand your arsenal.
We can't give the Yeti another thing.
I was just doing that research.
Well, and the weapon that you have was created before your game master had a real clue about
how it works.
And that, Yeah, and that's fair. But I was doing all the research and I was saying, oh, okay, so it has room for 2 runes. One of those is clearly like some kind of doom rune. Okay,
Yep.
got it. And
it needs a striking.
it needs a striking rune. Yep, that's what it needs. No biggie.
Wow.
I mean, Robyn against things that are not a Jabberwocky
Well,
has been very good with critical hits.
We were all doing a pretty substantial. I think we were making dents, but we were really just misdirecting it. We were hitting it from an angle, and it would turn and fight. I'm really glad that it rolled a 1 on me.
Yeah, sure. Hold on.
That's a nice, healthy pause. Thank you.
It's just a. Yeah, I'm. You know, it was Matic behind you who said, "Hey, it's going to kill you first," and he cast a spell on you. I'm really curious what that was, but it's almost like, over here, over
It's
here.
interesting that Matic is a spellcaster. I did not expect that. And even though our characters don't know it, the fact that he's using illusory creature
gives you something
to facilitate this tells me he's not as strong as he thinks he is.
Right? Otherwise, it's like what? You?
Yeah.
Well, the fact, I mean, and I knew that the cure was worse than the disease in opening that box. I knew I was, but he pasted one of those red caps in 1 hit with the Yeti.
Yeah.
1 hit.
Well, here's something to scare you, though, is that still fate gave us that freebie in the Sealy, not the unsealy court.
Right.
The freebie. Oh, that.
He's probably knitting as we speak.
Yeah, just like, oh.
That skein is actively vibrating.
I'm just saying that, like, we're saying, like, oh, okay, well, you know, we've got this because this isn't the Jabberwocky, it's only Matic, and, you know, but it's like, okay, we might come to the position where it's going to be like, we don't still have a choice.
Yeah.
And then it's going to be like, oh my God, because we don't know any better.
Yeah.
Right? Well, it's going to be like, I have no choice. I've got to do this. And like, we're already near death's door.
All I have to say is that this is one of those things where you say, I'm going to put this in a storeroom, hide it away. But if there's a big old battle and I know that bad stuff is going down, I'm just going to toss it to the Clovian army.
Toss it into the Clovian. There you go. Hey, King Hodwig.
Here, this is yours. It's like, don't open it.
Yeah, that'll go well.
But
if there's anything that King Ludwig has, it's self-restraint.
Yeah, well, we were told not to open it how many times? Well, yeah.
Wait, on this plane or on the other?
Oh, well, no. It was told. The only thing that is different is that I backed up to previous night and I didn't open the box and I put it away.
Right.
That's the only difference between then and now.
Wonder who that guy is.
Who that guy is? Who the? I mean, the Green Man. Oh, I don't know what they call him, but I expected there to be a lore.
There will be.
There's going to be a lore equivalent to that. Mm-hmm. I just wonder if we'll get a chance to discover it.
Translating to a moldy groundhog.
It's not moldy. It's just mossy. It's got a lot of moss.
Mossy groundhog. Who I love it. Like everybody looks at him, he's like,
what? Yeah, he's like, yeah, I better act this up.
I better get the animal back on.
Just turn that. Yep.
Okay, Dusty, my cat is just staring at me like, why am I not in your room?
Why am I not in your space?
Why am I not in your space? Okay.
Well, the campaign ending maneuver has been reset. Good job.
Yeah.
I mean, he could. I mean, yeah. I mean, really, Banny could have said, "Nah, it's okay."
Yeah. Oh, we got it. No, don't worry about it. But oh, Robyn died. Oh.
Robyn died. Oh.
Is the deal still on? Oh no, I can't do it now. Oh.
Can I take it back?
Can I take it back? Well, I thought about that. It's like, how well are we doing? Looking off in the distance, and I thought that for a moment, just a moment.
No, I don't blame you. Me too.
And then you got bah, bah, bah. Oh. I just
Dying one?
yeah, puny god.
Yeah, best scene in that whole movie.
Yeah.
See,
it is the best scene in that movie.
and he probably had to use a hero point to stabilize at that point. I would expect.
As he's laying there.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Oh.
Disappointed. I couldn't crit, but Bjorn could though.
Well, yeah. Well, it took a lot of doing to.
Yep. That lightning. I mean, anyway. You know.
There's a lot of options that we don't know about at all. But the best part is that this is totally. We would have come to that conclusion anyway, and unfortunately, we'll meta it.
I almost feel bad
inherently.
because the Jabberwocky was destroyed. You just needed to deal with Maddock.
And Maddock, he said it to you, but we didn't hear it. But he said, "Come and talk to me if you kill it."
Right, but only I heard that and I'm dead.
Yeah, but I like the idea. It's like, hey, I need a hit squad who can kill gods.
Yeah.
Fanny, your grenade goes off.
That's right. She got her shot.
Probably puts on her sunglasses.
I want to hear screams. I want to hear the screams of red caps.
Let me do this real quick.
You didn't have to do intermission at all, did you? You just kept
no.
it running.
Well, I kept it running because I first off didn't want to make that mistake again, and second, get a little decompress time in there.
All right, we haven't used one of these since we parachuted into
Bordeaux.
What? It was Bordeaux. Yeah, it was Bordeaux.
Good.
Right.
At least I'm part of the heritage.
Oh, that was at the bottom of the stairway, and the guy screaming down there.
Yes. Oh,
White phosphorus has a 20-foot burst radius.
Ooh.
You're all still out of it because you threw it behind their group, but it will definitely get the 4 red caps that are there. And then it goes outward in 10-foot increments. Damage is 2d6.
You want to go outside? Really? Do you guys want to go outside? Okay.
All right. So the first round, they take 2d6. The second round, they take another d6, and there is a chance of them catching on fire. White phosphorus creates a cloud of smoke. Treat a white phosphorus grenade as a smoke grenade, except that it only fills squares within 5 feet. Alrighty. Should be burn. Let's see. Let me see if they're especially hurt by fire. All right, so go ahead and roll your 2d6.
Okay. Got my Vegas dice.
Lucky 7?
Lucky
eyes?
3? Lucky 3.
Oh, it could have been Snake Eyes.
Yeah, as classy as that was. No. It's an area denial as much as it is a weapon.
There's denial going on for sure.
Definitely some denial.
Shut up!
By the way, the Rendezvous Rye was delicious. I was ordered not to have any more of that, so I'll be going back to gin.
What? Who gave you that order?
Guess who?
Oh, no.
The commander of the house.
Oh.
The Minister of Home Affairs?
Oh.
In the military back in the day, we would say sink home, commander-in-chief home.
Sink home. Sink West Valley.
That's old terminology now. They've changed it.
Oh, they don't call him Sync
They don't
anymore?
call him Sync anymore. They call him something I don't want to care. Comac, Rad, whatever.
Oh, please. So everything Tom Clancy ever wrote is now out of
Of
date.
course. You have to rewrite it. Therefore, you can get a new performance report.
Yes. Okay. How much damage do you do?
Oh, 3.
What?
2d6. 3.
You did 3 points of damage?
Yeah. Shut up,
Okay.
Robyn.
I think
Sit
hazing
down.
is an order.
Hey, I shot at a poof.
I said it was area denial just as much as anything else. It's keeping all of them penned into that spot. We'll have one focus area, that little wedge in the wall.
Boom,
Yeah.
and they're backlit by smoke like it's a Michael Jackson video.
Ow! And then somebody's hair catches on fire.
The red caps start moonwalking in their iron boots.
Hey, what's their chance of catching fire?
That we'll find out next round. But with
What
a
else do they
3,
win,
I'm thinking
John?
maybe it's kind of low. All right. Banny, now you have your actions. Now that you're impressive, most impressive. Grenade
Wow.
went off.
Back. Yep. That's what I'm here for. I'm like, well, yeah. Anyway.
Banny's here to show you how little damage you can do in a round.
Yeah. Let's prove this. Let's prove it out. I
He
do
did a lot of damage. He set loose a Jabberwock. Which it occurs to me that after that epic battle, it's still alive.
It's still alive.
That's
It's
right,
still
that's right.
hidden away, and we don't
In
know
the
how to
box.
do anything with it.
What's in the box?
What's in the box? I do a quick draw, and I target the first red cap. They're both or they're facing Blanca right now. So I'm gonna
there's a 4 square of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna mark the first guy that's straight ahead of me, and I am going to do a deadly. Oh gosh, what is it called? Deadly something something.
Deadly aim.
It's not deadly aim. That's a special one. Hunted shot. Hunted shot. 2 shots against prey. Okay. So
2 shots for 1 kind of a thing.
So what was how little damage can I do in a round?
Don't celebrate this.
3.
So the first one was a botch. I did do hunt prey. I rolled a 1 for the first one. I rolled a 9 plus 26 minus 5.
Yeah.
So it's a 20. It's actually a 23.
Mm-hmm.
Does that hit?
Is that your roll? Is it 23?
Yeah.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
trying
that
to
hits.
Oh, okay. So the second shot, the first shot, I
What do you
blow
think
it.
it is? A Jabberwock or something?
Yeah, right, exactly.
I mean, oh boy. Oh boy. So that's going to be 3d8. Down, and go. Jeez. 12. 12 damage to that first guy. You know,
Are these cold iron bullets?
they are.
Okay. It shrieks when you hit it.
It's 2 shots.
Doesn't like that at all.
I am going to palm the Derringer.
Okay.
I'm going to go hunt for it in my pocket and pull it out and have it as a. I'm holding 2 guns right now.
Okay.
But that'll take a round to pull out.
That is Banny. Bjorn leaps forward with the greatsword and takes a swing at the one in front next to the one you shot.
Okay.
Makes a great and mighty cleave.
Bjorn also has his hero point back, I do believe, in this reality.
No, he used it for driving. Oh no, that was last week.
Yeah, this last
Welcome
week.
back.
He does still have it.
I'm back, baby.
16, 29, 33. 10 over armor class is a crit.
Jawohl.
Okay. He crits it with the claymore.
The magic claymore.
Yes, indeed.
That Sorry, I'm having a moment where we go back to Monty Python's with their watery tart.
The watery tart threw his scimitar at you.
This isn't the basis for government.
He swings with his crit and does 67 points of damage,
Huh.
cutting the red cap down. In that classic Rob Roy.
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
He uses his second swing, and I think that your friendly Viking.
Now it's Vorpal, right? So it's like basically agile, only -4
yeah,
instead of -5.
it's
right?
agile. It's 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. He can.
He is an expert in brutality. If he gets a crit, then he carries it over to a second adjacent target.
Because the first red caps,
Just the big.
yeah, it's like total Conan. 2 heads go in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. And the one that you just shot cannot sustain that kind of damage, and he is cleaved and collapses.
So was that one hit though? That was one hit.
That was one strike. He used one to rush forward, one to strike, and he would have to use his move to get to the other 2. So he's just going to close with them.
Well, through the phosphorus burning lightly.
Oh, it's only phosphorus.
God damn.
I've smelled that before.
Don't breathe too deep.
Robyn yell if he's closing. Robyn will yell, "There are 4 more somewhere in the courtyard." Just to warn you.
Just don't turn them on you. Hey, everybody.
Hello. Someone said something in the stables.
I am thinking that range is not going to be too helpful.
Oh, yeah. Banny just looks at his gun at this point. Looks at the head flying in the air.
I know, right?
Why is it on our triangle formation?
Yeah. Yeah.
Even if I had far shot like Robyn, still, I mean, just go ahead and cleave their heads off. What?
Pop, pop.
Chop, chop. Now all I hear is Conan music.
Yeah, I
Great
had
workout music.
had the unfortunate. Don't you know that the Wii Decibel System? Or this book is a little late.
Is that like a bit on YouTube or something?
It's from UHF. I hate to say that out loud.
That's recorded for posterity now.
Oh,
Yep.
shoot.
Forever will you be known as that guy who watched the UVHF.
Well, it's fine. It's the fact that it's, in the middle of serious death game mode.